Let's get weird. We are back again. Every other company in the world is off these last 2 days. We did an additional show yesterday for Thanksgiving, and we're back live today on Friday. When everyone else took off, we're still here, like champions, like warriors. So hopefully you guys have recovered from your Thanksgiving feasts. Yesterday was a little bit of a feast in the NFL, especially late. That first game, I don't know how too many people could have won too much money on props specifically. They kind of fucked around with it. But I know D-Rock had the Bears in the first game. I had the Bears in the first game. D-Rock, let me start with you. We got fucked on the money line, the win. Start me off. What the fuck happened to your Bears at the end of that game? Eberflus has been fired. What did we watch?
That is just I'm speechless for that because
I have nothing to say. That's why I'm kicking you. I don't even know what happened.
How the fuck do you not call a timeout there? You can't put. I get Caleb could have called it, but you can't put that on a rookie quarterback. He should have called it and just said, "Fuck the coach. I'm calling it anyway."
Listen, the bottom line is he's a rookie quarterback, and everyone forgets that because he was the number one pick of the draft. Rookie quarterbacks do not make decisions in games. Rookie quarterbacks get told what to do. Should Caleb have not even called a timeout? Caleb should have got the playoff a fuck of a lot quicker. Should have got it off 15 seconds earlier.
No,
but
100%.
Again, that needs to be a coach. The coach is in the helmet saying, hey, by the way, it's third down or even on second down. Hey, next play, we got to get this off within 20 seconds, 15 seconds. Someone on the team, someone from the sideline needs to be going, go, run the play. No one was doing anything. Everyone was just standing around watching the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, they had plenty of time to get lined up, to throw an out route or something, get out of bounds. Even doesn't get out of bounds, then you burn your timeout. But it seemed like that wasn't even like in the question. Like not even what they were planning on doing. I don't know. I think he was like intentionally throwing the fucking game there because he had just had it. And the Bears did do him kind of shitty, which was kind of funny this morning. They let him go out at 9:00 this morning and do his press conference.
Zab, your daughter's adorable.
Yeah,
they let him do his post-game Zoom meeting or whatever he does with the Chicago media every day after the Bear game. And then he said, like, I'm confident I'll be coaching against the 49ers next week. And then right after that, he goes into a meeting with Poles and Warren, and they fire his ass.
Bill, what did we watch at the end of the Bears game? What was that?
The worst coaching in the history of the NFL. Somebody who has no idea, who was completely lost at being a coach at that time, with his headphones on, just standing there, not knowing what to do, not telling his quarterback situations, not knowing any type of thing when you're running a 2-minute drill, what the next shot's going to be. Wow, Brunson just got fouled on 3.
He literally was standing there like this the whole time.
Yeah, just standing there.
You got to tell
the bottom line is once you get sacked, someone said it in the chat, Bill. I think you go up and immediately call the timeout. I agree. The second that sack happens, there was 35 seconds left, right?
Yeah.
The second that sack happens, you are calling a timeout. 1, because there's only 35 seconds left. 2, because that's the biggest play of the game, right? You want to bring your quarterback over. You want to get something situated. You want to have your field goal unit lined up, ready to run on the field if they have to. But you're sitting there going, listen, we got 35 seconds right now. All right, here's the play we're going to run. We're going to try and hit something to the sidelines. If it's not open to the sidelines, we're kind of in fringe long field goal range, right? They were at like the 40. Where were they? What yard line were they at exactly?
I think they're at the 45.
No,
a little closer.
They were closer than that.
Yeah.
It was like that fringe, like 58-yarder, right, or whatever you would add it.
Yeah.
So we need to get some yards here, right? So we're going to try and run something to the outside. Caleb, if you got to go over the middle, that's fine. Get it quick. Get us 5-10 yards. Guys, we're running out, switching units, and kicking the field goal. Like, you can't just have a rookie quarterback running around with his head cut off.
And I think the other thing they were worried about there, too, though, is because you had the blocked field goal against Green Bay that cost you the game from that distance. That field goal against Detroit to send that game to or not Detroit, whoever they played last week,
team doesn't
that was almost blocked.
Mhm.
With Minnesota. They almost blocked that one because Santos kicks, if you watch his long ass kicks, he like does line drives.
By the way, guys, they were at the Detroit 41, right? So that's a 58-yarder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which we've been watching guys nail 57, 58-yarders all year. So that's not optimal, but it's not like you have no chance. The problem with it was, D-Rock, they were at the Detroit 25. They were first and 10 at the Detroit 25. How are you running plays that could even allow you to go backwards 16 yards in that position? Those need to be quick. Get it in. They can't be fucking 5-step, 7-step drops. These need to be plays. Hey, quick slants, quick hitters, quick dives. Needs to be so. Caleb, quarterback rush up the middle, something. You can't be running drop back passes with a guy who we know has all the talent in the fucking world. We saw it in the second half. The kid's going to be a superstar if he can get his head right. But his problem is, Bill's mentioned it a bunch of times, they've mentioned on shows, he holds the ball too long, right? And every rookie has mistakes. Josh Allen used to throw interceptions. Caleb hasn't thrown an interception in 5 weeks or something before that. So he doesn't have some of the other problems rookies have, but he holds the ball too long. That's the problem. So if you got a quarterback you know holds the fucking ball too long, don't put him in situations to hold the ball too long and get sacked multiple times. How about that?
This is multiple games now. He's actually led the Bears down the field with having the chance to win the game, and it just got completely fucked.
Yeah. So Bill, he's gone.
Yeah, he had to. There was social media was going nuts last night.
This is the first time in Bears history they have ever fired a head coach mid-season.
Yeah. And
What
everyone's blaming Caleb Williams, who literally broke the record for passing touchdowns by a Bear in history.
He broke another record, most completions by a Bears quarterback.
Hold on. What's going on in the game that you guys forgot? What game are we watching?
Fucking shitty fucking Knicks at 12 o'clock on fucking Black Friday. I don't know what the fuck this is.
I'm going to get fucked. I'm going to lose. Towns has 19 points. I have 20. He's going to fucking fuck me.
Are the Knicks going to win or lose? They're going to lose.
Yeah,
They're going to win, but
it's fucking stupid.
fuck, man.
All right,
One
you get 20
fucking
points.
point.
All right. Go on, D-Rock.
I forgot what I was saying now. Oh, yeah. He broke the record for most completions without an interception.
Mm-hmm.
By a
And
Bears
most
rookie, too.
touchdowns for a Bears rookie. And
I
he's
think he
had
got
3 or
most
4.
passing yard, which, I mean, it's
And
not
he's
hard.
had 3.
But
Listen, the bottom line here is with the Bears, Zeb, with a guy like Caleb who played at USC, right, which is basically flag football in the Pac-12, which is now the Pac-2, right? Like in that conference, it's flag football. You're basically playing flag football out there. There is no defense. Every score is 45-43. They played a hurry-up style of offense, right? You cannot take rookie quarterbacks. That's why they don't do anything in the first half ever. When D-Rock's talking about they keep coming back late. Because late, they abandon the run and run a hurry-up style of offense. That's what he needs to play in. That's the quarterback he is. Can he evolve to a Joe Burrow, kind of slow the game down, take 40 seconds between plays? Possibly. But right now, at this stage in his infancy, and almost every rookie quarterback stage of their infancy, they play better when they don't have to think, right?
Yeah, you need to play to their strengths. He's played so well down the stretch in every single game.
Every game, because they're not running the ball. They're just going throw, and it's diving the ball everywhere.
Well, not that, but their running backs, with their offensive line being bad, they're getting stopped, and it's still 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10. So they're not
They
getting
run on
anywhere.
first down every fucking time. It's like Art Smith.
So why not just throw the ball on first down, throw the ball on second, throw the ball, mix it up a little bit. But yeah. And even they drove down in the 2-minute. Did they get down to like the 15 or 10, and then they took illegal use of hands?
That's what I'm saying. They were down at the 20 with like a minute left at the end of the game. Like I was watching it. I had the Bears money line. I watched the first half and went, "This is insane. I look like a retard." Because I don't think Detroit's that good. I really don't. I do not think Detroit's that good of a team. And I'm sitting there going, Detroit just devoured Caleb in the first half. But I'm watching the play calling as someone who's watched Caleb his whole career dating back to Oklahoma, going, this guy can't play this slow, run a 2-yard handoff to start the drive, go back, huddle, sit back, think, penalty. That's not how he plays. That's not how, that's not how he plays. Like, you got to know your quarterback. And at 25, 27, maybe he could play like that. Right now, Caleb is the most elite arm talent maybe in the NFL. He's got amazing instincts, and he can fucking spot balls in places maybe 3 other quarterbacks in the entire NFL can do on the run. But he can't sit and think for a minute between plays. That's just not what he can do. And they refuse to fucking adjust the offense for him. Zach Wilson, same fucking person. Same exact fucking thing. when the Jets used to run on first, run on second, third and 6. Like, these fucking teams are retarded, Hoffman. What the fuck are they doing?
I say it every week. I don't understand how we can sit here on our couches drinking beers, smoking weed, and know what to do, and these guys don't. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like no one has any fucking idea what to do.
It's like how are we sitting on our couches on alcohol and drugs, and we know what the fuck to do, and these guys are getting paid millions of fucking dollars, and they don't know what to do. Like, how do you? I can't comprehend it. Like, this staff right here, these 5 guys, we would be in the Super Bowl, especially for the NFC. Forget about it. Fucking kidding me?
Yeah, Dallas is in the fucking playoff hunt again. The NFC is so bad.
Yeah.
I sit here every week and I'm just like, how am I watching this and how am I here? Like, how did I get here and how did he get there?
Yeah, I mean, you look at these coaches, like Bill, you were saying it, bad teams, the Jets, the Browns, the fucking Bears, they're all the same team.
Yeah.
It's the same team over and over. It's literally just where quarterbacks go to die.
I don't understand.
Right? Quarterbacks go to die. Because what happens is you have to clean house. These teams aren't cleaning house enough. No. You can't just fire a coach or a coordinator. What did Eberflus, D-Rock, what did they fire? Like the 12 Bears coaches in the last 2 or 3 years, except for him?
He was like 14 and like 20 something.
Yeah, and they fired all the coaches around him. No, you have to clean house from GM down. Because what's happening on these teams is a GM who stays in these positions at all these teams. And again, each team's different. But the reason you got to clean the whole house out if you have a bad franchise is because that GM, whether it's Joe Douglas or whoever the fuck it is, has a certain style of coach that he wants. And if that coach is the wrong style, you're just going to fire that coach and replace him with another coach with a different name who's the same fucking person. Or you're going to replace him with another quarterback with the same name that's a different fucking person. It's just a disgrace. Not to mention when you look at the cities that struggle a lot, the Jets, the Giants, the Bears, these are cold weather cities, right? So you got a lot of quarterbacks that have to get adjusted to cold weather, have to get adjusted to tough divisions, tough conference. I can't do it. I don't know.
But they just keep recycling these bad coaches.
Jacob, I'll bet you $1,000 ECU wins this game.
Oh, here we go.
$1,000. $1,000 right now if you want it. Send it to Hoffman and he'll send it right back. I'll bet you $1,000 ECU wins this game. Gone.
Fuck.
Yeah, I can't do it. So overall on the game, we're gonna do the power rankings a little bit later in the show. But you guys still feel Detroit is as strong? I mean, I haven't thought they were that strong all year, but you guys still feel Detroit is as strong as you guys thought they were?
They're automatically in the NFC Championship game. Like, it doesn't matter.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
They're not. They're very flawed on defense. Very flawed. We saw it again.
They just lost their number 3 middle linebacker too, so they're down.
A lot of injuries. I mean, we saw it yesterday. They could have lost that game.
They should have lost that game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really think about it, Bill, if I tell you yesterday,
I think the coaching staff.
Let me just ask you: if I tell you yesterday, Bill, Eberflus isn't coaching and just a decent coach, Sean Payton, someone pick anyone, just a regular coach, is coaching. Did the Bears win that game?
Yes.
Yes, because they're not down 16-0 or 20-0 at the half. The first half was Eberflus's demise. Everyone talks about the end of the game. The play calling in the first half was what was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. But, I mean, I just don't think Detroit's that great. I think they're good. I think they're probably talent-wise one of the strongest teams in the conference and one of the strongest teams in the NFL. I just think everyone talking about, like, Lions Super Bowl, like, how you winning a Super Bowl? You ain't winning a Super Bowl with fucking Jared Goff and fucking Dan Campbell. Oh, Jesus. All right. CJ,
I still don't think that they
fucking Navy.
I still don't
hope you didn't bet that 1,000.
No, I'll still bet it right now.
I still don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
No, they're not going to win the Super Bowl.
I don't think
they're not even going to get to the Super Bowl.
I don't think so.
They'll be in the NFC Championship game, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're that's not a big deal in the NFC. There's like 3 good teams, right?
Well, it depends on the road, right?
Yeah, it's all the path. It's all who you have to play. I still think Green Bay is probably my favorite to get there. in the NFC. But
Eagles.
so that was the
No, the Eagles
Eagles play. They're playing right now, right?
They're the way they're playing.
The
Yeah.
Eagles
I
are
just don't
too
trust Jalen
physical.
Hurts in the playoffs, but with Saquon Barkley, yeah, possibly. But overall, that game, I mean, listen, we said Laporta, right? He got 2 touchdowns. He ended with 7 yards. So from a DFS perspective and fantasy perspective, he did great. Didn't get in there. Montgomery, Bill, they did not want anyone to get Montgomery touchdowns in that game. They were getting a 1 yard line and throwing every time.
It was
Whoa.
it's a running back.
Tell me that wasn't a conspiracy. That wasn't factioned.
It was
that every
running-
time they got to the 1 against his old team, not only was he not getting the ball, he wasn't even in the game.
Listen,
half the time.
I didn't like him at all yesterday to score just because of that. Because once everybody knows that narrative, it never, ever,
Yeah.
ever, ever happens.
Yep.
Never. So I like Gibbs a lot to score. And he didn't even score. So it was definitely a conspiracy. They got down there to the 10, to the 5, and they kept
To the 1, Bill.
Throwing,
Bill. Both Laporta's touchdowns were like 1 yard.
Yeah, they're both
He had 2
yeah.
touchdowns and like 3 catches for 5 yards on the game.
They didn't want him. They
Yeah.
didn't want anyone scoring.
They
No-
were making sure that fucking people weren't getting those free
But
props.
yeah, once everyone
I
goes,
thought that was shady when I saw Montgomery at minus 140. I was like, that seems like retarded low for Montgomery. in a game
yeah,
like
no.
this
Once
against the
everyone
Bears.
starts getting on that narrative, it
Yeah.
just doesn't happen.
Yeah,
They don't want
so-
them to score.
So that was the first game. Second game, Giants, Dallas. Aubrey hit his over 7.5. I had over 48.5, longest field goal. I think we had like 5 field goals of 47. It seemed like every field
Well,
goal was
Knicks
1
won
yard.
by 1.
Yeah, but
Fuck you.
Aubrey hit it. Neighbors got right there. We talked about that on the show. What else from that game did you guys
Parsons
see?
got his sack.
Parsons
The
got his-
defense got their touchdown.
Mhm.
Called that.
Yeah,
I
Dallas
think
scored.
I even called a Brandon Cooks touchdown on the show, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember.
You did, but you didn't bet it.
Yeah, I didn't bet it, but I think I called it on the show.
Drew Lock I just kept hitting that and putting his rushing yards out. 9.5. Fucking. Then we hit him live a bunch of times. 38.5, 50 plus at like 300. We just kept hitting him. He just kept running. I think he was the leading rusher on the Giants yesterday.
Probably.
He just kept running the ball. The Giants are just awful. The whole team. Neighbors got his yards at the end again. They just don't go to him early. I have no idea why.
Hey, we cashed that first quarter prop though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I lowered both of them to 10.5.
Did you notice as Neighbors started to approach his prop, there was like 2 or 3 plays where he had a big catch and then they called a phantom holding?
Well, somebody.
Like-
So I got 68.5. That's what I put out. He
Well, it
finished
started at 55.5, 58.5,
Yeah.
68.5. It closed at like 72.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got it by a half a yard.
Yeah.
So I'll take it. But yeah, that game was both teams to score a touchdown. I got lucky with the Giants on the end. That was plus 350 on that game. So that cashed. Neighbors, like I said, cashed. Lock cashed. The only thing I didn't cash on that game was Zeke on that 12.5. I don't know why they didn't run him more.
Yeah, it was weird he didn't play. I mean, I didn't expect much out of him. I thought they might sneak him in for a touchdown on Turkey Day once they got low. But he didn't really play at all. I didn't have any money on him, but I did say I thought he might sneak in the end zone. Yeah, I mean, that game was what it was. Another complete fucking abortion at the end of that game. Right? Like both first 2 games, you just saw bad teams do bad things in the final minute. Like, it was just ridiculous. And then McCarthy just basically like acted like the Giants couldn't come back. Turning down field goals.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah,
I
we're
was,
just gonna
I
punt
was
it.
hoping the Giants scored there, got the ball back and scored just to put it in his ass for
Yeah,
not
so,
kicking those
yeah.
field goals because we had over 48.5 and he kicked a 47-yarder, so we got
Yeah.
screwed in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what an asshole. I don't know what he was doing. He's a bad coach. He's
I
bad.
told you, he's the worst coach.
He is bad.
And everyone talks about it. He won a Super Bowl. He should have won 5. He had fucking Aaron Rodgers and fucking every single human being you could pair with him over there.
Oh,
and
and
he
then
won 1 Super Bowl.
CeeDee Lamb. I mean, he
quit
cost
football.
me. I could put up 4 parlays right now that ended with CeeDee. That I had CeeDee Lamb at 50 plus, and I lost all of them because of that fucking asshole.
Yeah,
What?
he quit.
Bro,
Yeah.
he was standing on the sideline fine. He looked fine to me. You couldn't go back out there, bro. You
No.
got fucking Tommy DeVito basically has a broken arm, wanted to go out and play. You got all these other players on your team to go out there and fucking play, and you're just standing there like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you, CeeDee Lamb. You owe me money.
And then the final game of the night was the easiest game for us. I mean, we nutted that game on the fucking show. I was
Tucker
all in.
Kraft.
Oh yeah, you were all in on Tucker Kraft. That hit easy. I think that hit in the
I
first
hit
half.
him live.
Right at first
Yeah,
start.
Bill was all over it.
Yeah,
John live.
guys, Jonnu Smith and Achane receiving. I don't know what the fuck is taking everyone so long to jump on this. I'm seeing fucking big titty hoes on fucking Twitter and everything talking about how they had Achane rushing. No, guys. It's literally every game these guys are going to get fucking 15 targets combined because the whole offense is built around Tua just catching the ball and dropping it off real quick. And that's the thing. They're bracketing Tyreek. Waddle's been fucking nothing basically all year. And it's Jonnu right in the fucking seam. That's all they're doing. They're just peppering Jonnu. That's why people were like, oh, look, Tua threw for 302. No, he didn't. I don't care what his fucking numbers were. Tua threw for 90 yards at the half, and they were down 21-0. So anything that happens after that, I don't give a shit what you did versus a prevent, throwing fucking 8-yard passes to Jonnu every play when they're giving it to you because they're covering everything over top. That's why when people look at Tua's cold weather numbers, they look good because he's down 3 touchdowns by the third quarter, and they're just giving him 8-yard passes the whole way up and down the field. So Jonnu went the fuck off. Achane went the fuck off receiving, and Tua cannot win in the cold. We had everything. D-Rock, me and you both put a bet in yesterday for our contest this week. You hit for 1 point on the Bears. I hit for 1 point on the Packers. So we're off to an early lead this week.
I had one wrote down for that too, and I went away from it. I was gonna have my 3-point play be fucking Dallas, and I scratched. I even got it right here.
I was the same way, D-Rock.
I scratched it off.
Well, it's worrisome, like a team like that with a coach on the fringe. Yeah, that was. I didn't touch a side on that. That's every one of us.
I put out Dallas spread as a bet, and yeah, I mean that hit.
All the favorites won yesterday, so everyone who did that parlay, like me and Hoffman were saying, with the favorites, everyone cleaned up. So 3 favorites right down the board, bang, 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 and then if you added Kansas City, like Zab was saying yesterday, which a lot of people probably don't do, but even
I don't think yesterday was a big day for it, though, Bill. There wasn't a lot of big favorites. It was 3.
No.
From what I was looking, the public money, it seemed like a lot of people were on the Dolphins all over Twitter. I mean, everyone was all over the Dolphins that I saw everywhere, which I thought was a little bit weird.
You can't win in the cold. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
it's not Tua can't win in the cold. The Dolphins can't win the cold.
They're not built
they
quite
missed
as well.
22 tackles yesterday. 22. 22 tackles were missed in that game.
Dude, the Giants missed 12 tackles with 8 minutes left in the second quarter.
The Giants.
Did you guys see that stat that they posted on TV?
The Giants had
missed 12 tackles in the first quarter and a half. Yeah.
They had a holding call on every fucking big play.
Yeah, that was insane. Let's do this real quick. We went through the games yesterday. Let's go right to the NFL today, and then we'll do the weekend NFL at the back end because we do have a game coming up at 3 o'clock. We got 26 minutes. I'm going to put these plays out for the subs right now. So let's walk through this. Zab, give us a rundown of what's going on in the game today. We got, for those of you that don't realize it, Chiefs and Raiders playing at 3 o'clock, so in 26 minutes. So let's give some plays out for this game here, Zab. What do you got for the injuries, everything we need to know?
So there's no major injuries today. The big thing is Pacheco is back today. Mm-hmm. He's been ramping up for about a month now, so that backfield's going to scare me today. I'm not going to go too much near it because I think it's going to be probably each of them seeing that 15 to 20 snap touches. I think they're going to be throwing the ball. A good way to attack this Raiders defense is through the air. So I think you're going to see a Kelsey game. In my opinion, D-Hop's going to be in a good spot also. I did see a stat earlier today that Kelsey needs 1 touchdown to pass Tony Gonzalez to have the most franchise touchdowns.
Yep.
And Tony Gonzalez is in the stadium today.
Yeah, we're going Kelsey touchdown for sure.
So
listen, I have 2 plays on this game. I'm gonna tap the Raiders small plus 14.5. Going to get that point up minus 125 just because Kansas City never covers in prime time. They'll find a way not to. But I mean, I think Kelsey and Bowers are both in fucking extreme spots today to go to fuck off. Will they let it happen? Who knows with the faction? Because not many people are going to be on the running side of the ball. You'll have a lot of people on D-Hop. You'll have some people on Jacoby Myers scattered around. But Aiden O'Connell in the start, that's probably the most comparable this year that he had was the Steelers, right? Very good defense,
Yep.
aggressive defense here, coming kind of cold. Brock Bowers had 9 for 71 on 10 targets. So we know Aiden O'Connell loves to pepper Brock Bowers. That's his guy. He's going to make sure to feed him. So I think Brock gets there. And then, honestly, Kelsey on the other side, I think Kelsey gets there. So I think it's going to be a tight end bonanza for me. Probably going to ladder them both up, bet them both straight. And I think the best play on the board is Brock 40, Kelsey 40. It's minus 130. 40 yards for each of those guys. We'll tap the touchdowns. We'll play all the other little stuff and get a little weird. But I think literally if you're making one bet, Brock 40, Kelsey 40. Just lock it in. So
It's funny because I have Brock 50, Kelsey 50.
Okay.
So I'm
yeah,
right there.
same-
I'm
yeah,
right
same
there
shit.
with you. Just get the plus money. So
Yeah, same shit. Yeah.
Let's do it all.
on the other side, Max Crosby. I'm going right back to him in this matchup. Last time he didn't get a sack. There's a lot of shit talking between these two teams. There's a little bit more.
Their line has
Build
been
up.
so bad lately, Zab, too.
Yeah,
He went down. How many sacks did he have last game against Carolina? Like, he was on his back the whole time.
I think it was at least 5 off the top of my head. So yeah, and his line is so low today for a guy like Max Crosby, minus 115. I'm all over that. I think he gets through. I think he makes a statement. If they're going to have any opportunity of staying within that 14 points, it's going to be with Max Crosby just lighting up Mahomes all day. So if you could find a,
He got sacked 5 times last game.
yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, I'm big on Max Crosby today. I think he gets home. So
I like that.
All right. Go ahead. Bill, what do you want?
Hopkins, 3.5 receptions, laddering him up to 7. He gets a lot of like short yardage ones. I think they'll be peppering him today. I like Mahomes, 16.5 rushing yards. He seems to get one big run every once in a while. And then my builder, I've been hitting a lot. Another one yesterday. I'll give it out today since I gave it out for free yesterday on Twitter. Kelsey 25, Bowers 25, Hopkins 25, and Mahomes 1 passing touchdown. That's minus 105. I love it and should cash another builder.
Yeah. D-Rock.
I'm just gonna be on because I was already on Vegas, but you already gave that one out just because Chiefs don't cover like you said. And I'm gonna hop on. DK actually has a thing right now. If you bet a touchdown, you get whatever your maths is back, win or lose. You automatically get a free bet for whatever you put in. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that on Kelsey first touchdown.
I'm actually going to change this. Hold on.
Yeah, I got a couple first touchdowns today, but I'm only going to give them out to the subs since I've been hitting first touchdowns like every game. So,
Do you want Hoffman?
Yeah.
I'm putting the plays out, guys. Give me a second. So talk.
I'm just gonna take Vegas spread like you because they never cover, and I was on the tight ends. I like Bowers today. He didn't play good last week. He should play good this week, especially with O'Connell.
and Kelsey's or the Kansas City defense is a big time slot funnel. So you're going to see Bowers. He's going to be targeted all game. That's kind of where they bleed production to this defense. They're not going to get anything going on the running game. Amir Abdullah's nothing. I didn't see if the other two guys were playing, but it doesn't matter. That defensive front for Kansas City is nasty. On the outside, I like Jacoby Myers too. He's always done pretty well in this matchup, and he's one of AOC's favorite targets. They only really have two. It's Bowers and Jacoby Myers. Trey Tucker got a little involved last week, but I think Jacoby Myers could have a good game here too. So
you don't have to use that touchdown thing today either, D-Rock. I just looked at it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh, well, too late.
I do like that play though, D-Rock.
You can use it live and Sunday also.
They already gave me my free bet too. As soon as I hit submit, they sent me
Because I'm just gonna fucking use the free bet if for
How much is yours, Hoff?
$250.
Mine's 125. That's a weird number. It's usually like 100 or 150.
Yeah, yours is that's weird.
125. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, so weird.
I'm actually throwing in a little. Let me just see what this is. I have Bowers 40, Kelsey 40 as a max, and I'm also throwing in Kelsey 80, Bowers 80 plus 826. So I have touchdowns for both and shit like that too. But I think I think this. I'm actually more confident in Bowers going off than Kelsey going off. I think Kelsey gets there, but these primetime games, faction shit, I just worry about if they're going to fucking not let Kelsey get there because he's probably going to be the most bet prop on the board. But Bowers is the one I really love today. I really like Bowers a lot today.
Yeah, I'm on Bowers too.
Yeah.
I'm going to bet him straight also. Let me put that
I'm going to use my thing on him.
60 plus. All right. Anything else on this game? Any field goals, circus props, anything like that?
No, not really.
Let me go there. No?
What's the octopus in this game? This feels like an octopus game.
I have no idea.
But did you think
What
we
is
were
it?
going to know the answer to
All right,
What-
so for the longest time when I
guess
seen
half
that
the
bet, I
listeners,
always thought
Hoffman
that this
don't
is
even
the
know what the octopus is.
this is the hockey guy in me though. When I seen that bet for a football game, I never knew there was a such thing as a fucking octopus player or whatever. I thought it was legit. Somebody throws an octopus onto the fucking football field. Because in hockey they do that shit. In Detroit they'll throw an octopus on the
Will there be
ice.
an octopus plus 1,700? Let's go.
There you go.
Well, often explain it to everybody what it is because people don't know.
The player has to score the touchdown and the 2-point conversion after it. So, like, if Kelsey scores the touchdown and they go for 2, he has to get the 2-pointer too.
Yeah. H. Mills in our chat said Hopkins or MVS this week, standard scoring. Hopkins, right?
Yeah, I responded Hopkins. Yep.
Yeah, Hopkins. All right. Anything else in this game? We good?
If we're good.
All right, cool. We got a couple college basketball games and college football games today. We got ECU down 8. We got to get a stop here and then get in the end zone. I mean, this is insane. What's going on in this game? They literally should have been up 21-0. They literally got.
Hold on 1 second, Tommy. I just looked at Max Crosby's sack on FanDuel. It's up to -130. But if you put it with Kansas City money line at -900, you get +105. That's actually pretty good, bringing it down 40 cents
Yeah.
for a game that you know they're going to win. So there you go.
All right. Don't hit that. For college football today, we do have. Is Howie coming in? I don't think he's. I think he said he was
He
doing
didn't even
something
answer me.
with a big bed or a big mattress. He said.
He was, I mean, yesterday he was leaning
He said
against
something like he had a big bed he had to assemble today or something.
Well, I mean, how does he have any money? Maybe he put all his money on last week as the biggest bet of his life.
Oh, will you leave the army shit alone? Get over it.
Oh,
Yeah, right,
never.
right, get over
He's
it.
lucky I didn't kill him yesterday. I was waiting for today.
Leave him
He's
alone.
lucky he's not
Leave him
here.
alone.
He's lucky he's
Hey,
not
can I
here.
real quick give out a couple hockey
Oh,
bets
my
there?
fuck you,
Starting, like,
bro.
12 minutes.
What just happened for Tommy?
Maybe just
Thank
took
God.
place in the house.
All right, there's some hockey games that start in like 12 or 13 minutes. So the Devils 60-minute line, it's -114. Carolina Hurricanes 60-minute line +105. Martin Necas assist -105. And Columbus Blue Jackets -105. That stuff starts in like literally 13 minutes.
Nice. Tommy got fucked. I was just thinking the same thing, Scotty. Tommy's been betting Navy all year long. Against them today.
Bro,
That's
they were
why-
getting destroyed the whole first half.
And that's why it fucked you. Just
Dude, the whole first half, dude. Literally, East Carolina drove down to the fucking 5.
Yeah, they couldn't
missed a
punch
30,
it in.
missed a 30-yard, got a penalty, missed a 30-yard field goal. East Carolina drove back down there again, 4th down, turned the ball over. East Carolina drove back down there again, ended up having to settle for 3. They should have been up 21-0 in this fucking game before it started. And then that one fucking play for Navy just broke. I mean, this is insane. This is insane what's going on right now. Ugh, fucking ridiculous.
I don't give a fuck how you pronounce their name, C-Web.
Tommy, been a rough streak? What are you talking about? No, it hasn't.
All that matters is fucking making money.
How do people
no,
just
see,
make
Web.
up
Nobody
that?
knows how to pronounce the hockey players' names. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stop it.
Who's talking about?
See, Web. Come on.
C-Web.
You're better than that.
Dude, that's hockey players' names. Fucking, unless you're an announcer, who the fuck knows hockey players' names?
No one.
That's ridiculous.
I have
I'll message you back in a little while. I'm looking some shit up.
What's that?
I got a hockey bet that starts in 10
C-Web, I
minutes.
told you,
15.
Tommy. C-Web sent us some shirts. I mean, there's some shirts and shit.
Shirts?
Did her nice, yeah.
Wow, I like
Sent you a
shirts.
Diamondback shirt, me a Yankee shirt.
Wow, I like shirts. I'm a big fan of shirts. All right, what are we looking at here? I'm gonna get refocused. What's that? Tommy been a rough streak. What are you talking about? 11/26, 3-2 in college basketball, 1-1 in college football, 1-0 in hockey. The day before, 3-1 in college basketball, 3-1 in hockey.
Make shit up,
The
dude.
day before that, 3-4 in college basketball with 3 overtime losses. Right after that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-3 in college basketball, 3-1 in hockey. Yesterday, 3-2 in college basketball. NFL's a ton of plays, and I don't think we had any hockey. And what's the cold streak? And not to mention,
Gonzaga was like
not
the
to mention
easiest
it's
bet.
Mercury retrograde, and I'm
Yes,
actually
I'm about to
keeping my head above water, which is insane. The day 11/23, 3-1 in hockey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-4 in college football. You can't just make stuff up.
If you have access to Circa, you need to be betting hockey at Circa.
Yeah.
Like, their lines are way better than anywhere. I'm talking 20, 30 cent difference.
Yeah, Circa always is different. Circa's one of the sharper books, too. Their lines are always different than everyone else's. That seems to be a common theme. When I was out there, I was noticing that. When I was looking at the apps,
Yeah.
looking at the Circa lines, I was out there for a month. It literally was always different. Like, Circa's line was never the same as FanDuel or DraftKings at all.
No.
And a lot of people do arbitrage that book with other books. Let's go to, what are we going to say, college football here. So there are a couple college football games I like coming up at 3:30. We have, what do I have here? We had Ginty first half touchdown with UCF. So that's a max bet. Only 2 max bets today. One max bet was East Carolina, who's looking like they're going to shit down their leg. The other max bet was Ginty first half touchdown and UCF money line. Ginty already got his first half touchdown. UCF money line's a big favorite later. Waiting on that. Colorado State at 3:30. Let me just see if these lines moved. Colorado State, 3:30. It's getting steamed. It's up to 5. Money line on that is still 184 on Colorado State. So if you want to parlay them with a big favorite that you like later or take them -5, totally fine with that versus Utah State. And the other play I liked at 3:30 was Liberty, -125, and San Jose State at 4 o'clock. So San Jose State at 4, Liberty at 3:30, and Colorado State at 3:30 are the 3 college football games coming up. We do have a big game tonight, Georgia Tech. Bill, what do you think happens in this one? -17.5. This line's dropped from 20.5.
And Georgia has to win.
They have to win. I mean, I think Georgia Tech kind of keeps this within the number.
I don't know. Georgia's got to show up and just blow someone out.
They can't blow anyone out. Their quarterback
They can't,
sucks.
though.
It's not about them like not blowing out teams they should. They just can't. They're just not good enough. Like they just don't have a good enough offense.
I'll tell you somebody who needs to win.
Why is East Carolina running on first down every drive? Throw the fucking ball.
I'll tell you another game tomorrow that's huge is Clemson. Clemson gets that win against South Carolina, and I think they will. I'll be betting Clemson. They're in. They're going to be in the playoff because Alabama has 3 losses. They're fucking done. They're out. And I think Clemson gets in with this win. It's going to be a big win. I'm going to be all over Clemson tomorrow. And another game that scares me tomorrow, I'd already told you, Tommy, Notre Dame scares me tomorrow. I've been a huge Notre Dame fan. I was all over Notre Dame against Army and Navy. This is a complete spot where Notre Dame can shit the fucking bed. I'm scared of it. I don't think USC is awful. I'm a little scared of this game tomorrow, and everything's set up for Notre Dame. They get in here, they're going to get a cake first-round matchup if they win, and possibly going against Boise State on the second round if they get a bye. Notre Dame could be in the finals within, if they win tomorrow. Like they're walking to the national championship.
A fucking football. Is anyone watching this game?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
They're dropping every bomb. Catch the fucking ball.
They can't catch shit.
My fucking God. Catch the ball.
Terrible.
It's a 30-yard gain. Catch the ball.
So, like I
Holy
said, Notre
shit.
Dame is walking to the national championship if they
Dude,
win.
there's a lot tomorrow, and that's why I'm not going to give out too many college.
tell me, look at that
and then we
line.
run on 2nd and 10.
You got the number 5 ranked team in the country. Plus,
Bill, there's all right. So let me run
15.5?
through. Let me run through them. So USC, yes, that line's a little fishy for sure with Notre Dame. Number 5 team in the country on the road at USC. Miami, number 16 in the country at Syracuse. That's a dangerous trappy spot. You have Illinois, number 23 in the country, at Northwestern, obviously. Where are you throwing the ball? What? This quarterback went full retard. Who the fuck was that to?
He's been shitty all game.
Dude, the one that I think comes up and happens, Bill, is a bigger spread than all those. You have Clemson as the 12 seed playing at home against South Carolina. That could be a tough one. See if they can knock them out. I think Vanderbilt beats Tennessee tomorrow as an 11-point underdog.
Well, I mean, it could.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
It could.
Yeah, I think Vanderbilt beats Tennessee.
I'm
as an
all over
11-point
that
underdog.
Clemson team. I'm on Clemson tomorrow.
I like Clemson too. Howie's been saying they're not going to get in.
It's one of my favorite bets of the football season. And at the end of the college football year, I've been pretty good.
Dude, you got Texas. Dude, just looking at
Texas
at
at
Texas. Bill, Texas at Texas A&M tomorrow. What do you think the line is? Quick.
17.5.
5.
Wow.
5.
Texas A&M's going to win.
Bro, listen.
They're going to win.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to give you the individual plays in all these games.
I wouldn't be surprised if Texas.
We have a Black
A&M
Friday
wins tomorrow.
promotion right now. We have fucking 66% off the 5-month package. You guys are not going to miss March Madness and college basketball conference tournament start end of December and all. You're going to be here for that. So just buy it now. It's the cheapest price you're ever going to see. Like I told you, we did not do a Black Friday promotion because I told you last week that price was the cheapest price you're ever going to see, and I'm holding to it. That's gone this weekend. We're getting rid of that this weekend, and that will be the only time you get to get in here for $300 for 5 months, which is retarded. We charge $40 a week. That's $60 a month.
Real.
Okay? It's insane price. I'm not going lower than that. There is no Black Friday. That's the Black Friday. And it ends this week. We did it last week to start it early. A lot of you guys have taken advantage of it. If you do not take advantage of that $2.99 for 5 months, honestly, just tune into the shows and don't ever buy anything because you're never going to see that price again. But go over there, get that. Go to 4deep.com or go to the link in my bio. I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to give you all the individual plays for it. I'll give you a couple plays. I will be betting like 9 home underdogs tomorrow. 9. Like Bill was talking about fucking USC, Syracuse. Like there's like, I'll narrow them down tonight into tomorrow. I do most of my research Friday night, usually drunk off my ass is when I do all my research, and it's when I do my best research. But we're going to be barking tomorrow, boys, in college football. Barking all day. So, Bill, you think...
Are we doing a Bob Barker tomorrow?
We're doing Bob Barkers. We're doing fucking round robins.
Let's go!
We're going fucking... We are going ham tomorrow. I'm going to be round robining fucking 3 teams. Mark this down. 3 teams that are currently in the college football playoff right now with single-digit rankings go out tomorrow.
That's
3.
I agree.
3 go out tomorrow. Which 3? Yeah. Is it Notre Dame? Is it Miami? Is it Texas? Is it Tennessee? Now, that may not be they're out of the playoff, but they go down to where they're on the fringe and might get knocked out. Oh, look, ECU's throwing the ball every play. Now we're just
sign up. Sign up to find out.
Sign up to find out. But, Bill, is that your favorite upset, the Notre Dame?
Yeah. I mean, listen, as of right now, I mean, I might change my mind. It's just that line is so scary. And for Notre Dame to walk, basically, if they win this game, walk to the national championship when nobody thought they were going to be as good as they were, this year, it's just crazy to me. So something's got to fuck up for them, something. But let's see. I mean, if they win tomorrow, then, I mean, Tommy, they're going to the national championship game if they win tomorrow.
Well, keep in mind, they haven't played really anyone all year, so.
And they're not going to play anyone in the playoffs.
Dude, Boise State's still an awesome team. Boise State beats Notre Dame.
Tommy, they're ranked 5 in the country.
I understand. They don't play anyone.
I don't know about that.
5.
Bill, they're not the 5th best team in America. It doesn't matter. They're not the 5th.
Boise State can beat them.
Touchdown,
ECU. Why did we do that?
They just don't have enough time, I don't think.
No, they do. They're a hurry-up, fast-paced offense. That's the thing. They've been playing this fucking grind-out style into Navy's hands for some reason. They didn't the whole first quarter, and then they put it in park for the last 2 quarters. Now all of a sudden they get down 2 scores and they just walk down the
The
field and
channel's
score.
this football. Is this on Prime or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
God fucking
shit.
damn it.
Guys, go to that's the thing. Miami's the 6th ranked team in the country, Bill. Like they're
what I'm
not
saying,
they're not
like-
the 6th best team in the country. They should have lost 4 times. Like
Oh,
there is
who's
no best team in the country.
What? Now are you saying Notre Dame's not?
Well, what I'm saying is when you talk about like they're the 5th seed, it doesn't matter. Fucking 5 through 15 is the same. So Boise State's no different than Notre Dame, which is no different than Ole Miss, which is no different than Tennessee, which is no different than Miami. They're all the fucking same. So the college football playoff is going to be literally just flip a fucking coin. Like you got Oregon up there. I don't even think Ohio State's that fucking good.
You're underestimating Notre Dame's running, Tommy. And I said it the other day against Navy and against Army. Their offensive line is
You just said they're going to lose to USC.
If they get up a score or two, you can't stop the run. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're big up front.
Stop it. They've got 3 great running backs on that team.
I mean, you didn't see it because you were smoking cigarettes. Me and Bill saw it.
Yeah, but guys, you're talking about a service academy. That's different. We knew they were going to
It
score
doesn't
30.
matter. The guys
We
were
knew-
mad.
listen.
Your whole front line is
The one
good.
guy would have ate me as an
Of course, no.
appetizer.
Notre Dame has a big bunch of dudes, but the problem is they still lost to Northern Illinois.
Okay,
Like this team is still retarded.
Alabama just fucking lost their
Bill,
shit.
you spent the whole beginning of the show telling me how Notre Dame's going to lose to USC.
I mean,
tomorrow.
no. I said I don't like how it's set up. It's
Right, yeah,
too
because they're
perfect.
not that good.
It's too perfect for them. Too
Yeah.
perfect. That's why I don't
Let
like
me handle this real quick. I'll be back in 1 second. Do NBA right after this.
So you just cut me off to leave?
No, the game starts in 3 minutes. I got to put my bet in.
Well, why do you have to get up? He can't do it while he's watching? What a weirdo.
You got like a whole separate computer station for birds?
No. It's so weird.
His one phone doesn't have the apps, probably.
He's so stupid.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't have the apps on the other phone.
All right, so that's the end of that. We gotta do NBA. Let's do NBA real fast.
It's Cup Day.
Cup day. Nick's already won. I got fucked on Towns, 19. He had 20 plus, finished with 19, but I did edge. And I put the edge out. So if you didn't edge to buy some money back, that's your fault, not mine. I should have just got out of the bet altogether. But what are you gonna do? NBA off. What do you got? These games are tough today.
What?
These games are tough. Not easy.
They are. The only one that I really like, I'm really confident in, is the Magic, and then the Kings. I'm gonna parlay them together. But other than that, like, it's tough.
I'm Donovan
Don't trust
Mitchell.
any of these teams. What?
Cavs game already started, so Donovan Mitchell's out for me. I'm gonna go with, I like Pascal Siakam today, 20.5. So I'll be on that in the Pistons Game, and probably there was another one I had too. Sharp in the Kings Portland game. I'm gonna ladder him up to 30, 25 and 30. Those are my 2 NBA plays today. I like Donovan Mitchell too, 26.5. I don't know what he has right now. That game already started.
Got to be careful with those games, those early games, though. They usually go under.
Yeah, he's got 0 so
Yeah,
far. 3 minutes left to go. So good thing I didn't bet it.
Any NBA game that starts before 3 o'clock, usually,
Yeah, you're right.
they fucking suck.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm on Siakam and Sharp laddered up.
They're only at 39 total points right now with 3:26 left in the first.
Yeah, the first quarter was 60.
Yeah.
You're not getting
Yeah.
60.
The Knicks too. The Knicks game was slow too in the first quarter.
Yeah, because it's 12 o'clock after Thanksgiving. Like, no one wants to fucking play basketball right now.
Yep, you're right.
That's the last thing I would want to do at 12 after fucking Thanksgiving.
I gotta put this bet in real fast. Where's
Yeah, I'm gonna parlay the Magic and the Kings, and I'll do a same game parlay for one of the games, but you gotta sign up for that.
Did I see that right? Because I don't watch NBA. The Bulls are leading their group right now.
I think they might be. Hold on.
the Bulls aren't bad, bro.
So, but are they gonna get steamrolled by Boston, or do they actually have a shot?
I mean, they don't really have a great bench, but their fucking starters are good.
Yeah, they're leading their group by 1 point.
Yeah, the Bulls are a lot better than an 8-12 record.
Yeah, they are.
They got good starters. They just don't have a deep bench, but they got good starters.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm like fucking 50 miles from the stadium, and I can't fucking watch them here without paying for the shit. It's stupid.
Now I got to put on.
Dude, a lot of people in our area haven't been able to watch the Knicks for my dad hasn't been able to watch the Knicks for
a lot of people can't.
5 or 6 years now, dude.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
I've been trying to
watch
put that.
Blackhawks, Bulls, or White Sox, but nobody gives a shit about the White Sox.
I've been trying to put that bet in for fucking 15 minutes, and every time I
You're
do,
the
Bill
worst
says
at
something.
bets in.
Yeah, I got to smoke my cigarette, sit
Not
down,
them.
fucking do my thing. I'm good now. I'm good. The game's starting in fucking 37 seconds.
Tommy, let's go to our NFL. What is it? Week 13 power rankings.
Well, let's finish the bets first. Let's finish the bets on all the
We
sports.
already did.
And,
We already did.
No. We didn't do college basketball. You did NBA?
We did NBA.
Okay, you did NBA. Hold on. Did he step out? Tell me he stepped out. Tell me he stepped out. Of course, they're going to spot him right at the yellow line. Fucking assholes. Hold on. Let's see if he stepped out here.
All right, these guys need to slow the fuck down now, Cleveland and Atlanta.
What was that? Let me see. I thought he
We're
did.
51 points.
He didn't. Okay. All right. So for college basketball today, let me just run through this real quick for you. Give you a couple college basketball bets. We have Eastern Illinois, which is starting right now. That is minus 130. You can hit that. Eastern Illinois. Yesterday, by the way, in college basketball was like insane. We nailed every game and fucking managed to lose BYU somehow. I mean, we have the worst overtime.
Fuck that game, dude.
BYU lost at the end. Was insane. Said on the show yesterday, Louisville to start the day, 12 p.m. Nailed that. They won. Illinois destroyed. Gonzaga said was going to fucking destroy, absolutely destroyed Indiana. We're marching through, and then BYU. What happened at the end of that game, Bill? I was playing fucking Jenga with my family.
They were up 5, and they couldn't hit a shot at the end of the game.
I didn't even get a hedge in because I was fucking sitting there playing Jenga, trying to beat my 8-year-old nephew at Jenga.
Oh, I'll whoop you! I got Jenga.
No, he had a little Jenga. He had a little mini one, and he's got little fingers. So my alien fingers, Bill. Running.
Man,
I was running everyone.
Wait till you come here. I'm gonna whoop you.
I mean, fuck your mother, ECU.
are you guys gonna have game night, Bill?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that's another touchdown.
I mean, they get the fucking stop they need, and then they give up another touchdown. All of a sudden, Navy's just walking into the end zone.
Walk right in.
That's dead. Fuck you, Jacob. Fucking, I knew it. The second I started yelling at someone, I'm like, it's retrograde. I can't yell. I got to keep my fucking.
You said it's over.
I know, but you still can't. It's not over, but we're through it.
Anybody who doesn't have Amazon Prime or whatever, you can watch these games on FanDuel and DraftKings. They have them for free as long as you make a bet. You get to watch them. So you can watch them on your phone. Turn your phone sideways, and then you can get the whole thing.
Connecting to your TV.
Just cast a bet.
No.
That got fucking sweaty.
It did.
Atlanta started raining fucking threes.
They did.
All right, they got it. All right, so not a great slate tonight for college basketball. Not in love with a lot of it. We'll have a few plays for it later. Obviously, we're coming off Turkey Day. Research is being done an hour and a half before the games. So not going to sit here and throw a shit ton of bets out that are going to change by tonight. But what do you think of Duke, Hoffman?
Tonight?
Yeah, Seattle. I mean, they should just go out and just right? Like, they need to just beat the snot out of somebody.
They're at home, too, yeah.
First down.
What is it, 24? 25?
It's like 25. I think it's up to 26.5 right now.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to win by.
Yeah, I mean, they should win this game by 30, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Scared to bet them, obviously, as always, because of what they've been doing. But I think this Ole Miss line is shady at 6 o'clock. I mean, I think Purdue's the better team, but this line keeps dropping. I kind of have an interest in Ole Miss plus 2.5 here against Purdue coming up later tonight. And then Gonzaga goes out versus Davidson laying 20 in Atlantis for a 5th place game. I don't know how motivated they're going to be to go out there, playing in a 5th place game in Atlantis on vacation on their way home. I kind of like Davidson with the 20 points in this one. I think.
Tony, I'll tell you one thing real fast to switch topics real fast. Colorado's up 45-0.
Of course, yeah, the game that doesn't matter.
Deion Sanders, he may have been right. Like, those kids might have been feeling themselves just like they were last year when they started.
Well, that's what happens when the coach is.
Howie bet him. Howie put him out for us. So
but Tommy, I bet them also. But Tommy, it's not that, it's that they're not Dion.
Right.
They haven't done Dion things, so
Right.
they
But
can't.
when you are your coach, the Bears are Eberflus. They lose every game at the end because they're retarded. Their coach is retarded at the end of every game. You look at fucking Colorado, they think they're Dion. Right? And that's the thing. You got to fucking be able to rein these kids in at some point.
51-0.
Yeah, Hunter was
Travis
going for the
Hunter has 3
Heisman.
touchdowns.
Hunter's playing for the Heisman today. You can tell that.
Yeah, Dion
He's
won
out
it.
there
Yeah,
like, yo.
Dion was
okay.
all pissed that he wasn't
The Jim Thorpe Award
Thorpe Award.
finalist for the cornerback. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Let me
makes
go
no
put Let me
sense.
put the Chiefs game out. I'm done watching the CC again.
Dion was right. How is he not for that? That makes no sense, Hoff. So that
Yeah.
was,
I don't know how they decide that shit.
yeah, very stupid. I'd be pissed if I was him too. Wait till Numbnuts comes back. I don't know if he's done with college basketball. So we can get to our
Rupp's rules
Right.
contest.
and my contest. There's Kelsey with a flag. What's the flag?
What happened?
Kelsey just had a catch, but there was a flag.
Are they gonna start if they throw a flag on a Kelsey catch right out the gate? That's a very
No, I think he counted.
all right, good. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
good.
very bad sign if they're starting to wipe out yards. We should not have that. We saw that. Oh yesterday. That's fucking crazy when that shit starts happening. Let's see here. All right, keep talking, guys. I'm just putting the game on.
All right,
It's
so
on Prime.
are you done with college basketball?
Yeah.
All right, so let's just go into.
By the way, subscribers will have plays out. I'm going to do about another 2 hours of research after this for the night games. But for right now, Davidson, Duke should stomp, and I think Ole Miss right now are the 3 plays for tonight.
So we'll go into the power rankings first. Hoff, you want to go first, or
And guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to do the weekend NFL bets too after this. Give it a couple.
Hoff, you want to start?
Yeah. I'll do number 5, Steelers.
Ooh, my number 5.
4, Chiefs. 3, Eagles. 2, Bills. 1, Lions. And this is the other one.
I think our 5 is exactly. We have not in that order, but our 5 is the same.
Nice.
Zab?
Hoffman, as always, our 5 is the same. I have Steelers 5, Eagles 4, Bills 3, Chiefs 2, Lions 1.
Me and you are the exact same, but I have a different order. I'll go. Pittsburgh's 5, Philly 4, Detroit 3, Kansas City 2, Bills 1. And all 3 of us have the same.
Yep.
Here comes Tommy G.
D-Rock, do you have a top 5 NFL?
Sure.
I'll do mine while he thinks about it. All right.
Go ahead.
Chiefs 1. Think about it for a second, D-Rock. I'll
All
do
right.
mine buy you a minute. Chiefs, number 1 with a bullet. I think once the playoffs come, this team's just going to rock. DeAndre Hopkins to this team. They're throwing games to not cover. That's what they're doing all year. So that's why these games
I
are
kind
so
of agree
close.
with that.
Yeah, once it gets to the playoffs, they lock in. The fact that this team's fucking got 1 loss right now, playing the way they've been playing, coming off back.
If you have the Bills too, I'm going to be so pissed.
No, I have Green Bay 2. Green Bay's my number 2. I love this Green Bay team. I think they come out of the NFC. I have the Bills 3.
When they beat Kansas City.
What?
When they beat Kansas City.
Who?
The Bills.
Yes, because my power rankings. Who's a better team? Kansas City. If they played my power rankings. If they played right now today on a neutral site, who wins? That's how power
they
rankings
just played and they lost.
Yeah, well, if they played right now today on a neutral site, they win. That's my power rankings. They're a better team.
All
And
right.
you know they're a better team too, because you wouldn't bet Bills to win the Super Bowl over Kansas City, would you?
No.
Right. So your power rankings are wrong. Bills
No.
are not better.
Mine's this week.
It's not. I don't power rank for the week. You power rank based on where they're at this week.
Based on right now. See, you're not playing
Right.
the game right
Based on right
Go ahead.
now. The Chiefs
Go
are still
ahead.
the best.
Let
Chiefs
me
are going to
hear
be
you
number
ask.
1 on my list.
Let me.
Chiefs
Wow, he dropped that.
if the Chiefs lose to the Raiders today, they're still going to be
There's,
number 1
there's
on my
really
power
no
ranking.
such thing. There's no such thing as neutral field in the NFL except for the Super Bowl. So like,
Right. But that's how you
so
judge a
you're
team.
flawed.
That's how you judge a team based on a neutral
All right,
field.
what's your third?
Chiefs, Packers.
Oh, I got to answer this real fast.
What do you have, like a Pee-wee's Playhouse phone? What the fuck is that?
that was
Come on,
crazy.
Kelsey. That was the
I'll see you again.
like Pee-wee's Playhouse phone.
That was crazy.
Chiefs 1, Packers 2, Eagles 3, Steelers 4, Bengals 5, Lions and Ravens aren't even on the list.
Yep.
Any of you guys have the Ravens on the list?
No.
Oh, so whose power rankings were right 3 weeks ago? Mine don't change because they're right.
I was thinking.
That's why they don't change.
I
Because
don't
they're
think Ravens
right.
have ever been on mine.
Yeah, no, everyone had the Ravens 1, Ravens 2. No, it
I
doesn't
thought
matter.
about it. You could see.
Yeah, just because you
Look,
win
I
a
crossed
game
it out.
doesn't make
Look,
you
the Steelers.
powerful.
What was your other one? What was your last name?
It was Chiefs, Packers, Eagles, Bengals, Steelers.
All right. Still with the Bengals.
Or no,
huh?
Steelers, Bengals. I think I did Steelers, Bengals.
Still with the
Whichever one.
Bengals, huh?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, so
All
the
right.
only team that's moved on there is the Eagles, because what I'm seeing with the Eagles as a team is impressive. Not because they won a game. I don't care if they won a
Our
game.
offense and defensive line are
Right.
spectacular.
They're stuff, but I still don't really believe in Jalen Hurts.
Mahomes running
to
around
win
like
Super Bowl.
a nut.
All right, D-Rock.
All right, I got Buffalo 1,
All right, let's go.
Philly 2. I'm tired of getting fucked by them, so they're getting moved way the fuck up. Kansas City 3. The only reason I got them at 3 because I feel like they're inches from losing a lot of these games right now with this messing around with the not covering bullshit, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Detroit 4. I actually had them number 1, but I moved them back down just because of all the injuries. And then I do have Baltimore 5.
Okay. All right. So there's the power rankings. We have Kelsey 2 for 20 already, which is a nice start. So
No, they need to throw it to him right now in the end zone.
nah, they didn't.
And they didn't.
They're kicking a field goal.
Yeah, kicking a field goal. But 20 yards on the first drive is a good sign. That means we're probably not going to get factioned on Kelsey. So that was the only thing I was worried about in this game. So they should both moon then. Kelsey and Brower should both moon if we're not getting factioned on Kelsey.
All right, so you want to go right into Rupp's rules game?
Yes. Well, it's really, I mean, I'm with you.
What's the rate? What's
I'm in
the points
first.
after last week?
I'm in first.
So after
We're going to get a graphic to put on here.
after
next
yeah,
week.
so after the first week, Tommy and Hoffman have 5, D-Rock has 4, Bill has 2, and Zab had 0.
Okay. And now
And I
keep
have
in
5
mind,
now.
keep in mind, Tommy has 6 now. I am in the same.
Well, it's not tallied yet, so
It's tallied on my sheet.
go ahead.
I got 5 though.
So
Who wants
being
to
that
go?
I am in first, I get to go
We'll
last.
So, Hoff, you want to go first?
Yeah. My 3-pointer is the Chargers.
What's the
-1.
spread?
All right, and by the way, guys, just to fill you in on what we do here, every week we pick 3 games against the spread. 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. So you
FanDuel
give your
spread,
3,
yep.
2, and 1
FanDuel spread.
against the FanDuel spread that's taking place right now as we're looking at it right now.
What was the
Chargers
spread?
-1.5.
Was it?
-1.5.
Gotcha.
My 2-pointer is the Seahawks. They are -1.5 also. And my 1-pointer is the Bucks -5.5.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I'll go next.
Or Bill?
Tampa Bay is my 5. Is my 3 -5.5.
Look at Bill trying to get 5 points real quick.
This is why you have to
Rupp's
keep your eye
rules,
on Bill
baby.
whenever you're
Rupp's
playing a game.
rules, baby.
Win
Yeah,
late
exactly.
45.
That's
Yeah,
why I
be
told Rupp's
careful.
rules. Texans are my 2-point -3.5, and Eagles +3 is my 1.
Oh, he's going with the Texans. He hates the Texans.
I hate them.
So if I got something in the same spot as you, do I have to move it now?
No.
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 Oh, all right.
You can do whatever you
So
want.
you already used your 1 and you won.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So my 3.1, I also had Tampa Bay
Okay.
-5.5. And then my 2.1, I had Philly +3.
All right.
All right. Zab?
I had the Bucks also as my 3-point play.
I
Oh,
knew
boy.
all you were going to have that. That's why I didn't do it. I knew it. I knew it when I was doing it.
All right.
The Chargers is my 2-point play.
I was going to do that one, but I decided
And
not to. What was the line on that, Zad? 1.5?
1.5.
Yeah.
All right.
And the Commanders -6.5 is my 1-point play.
All right. I'm actually interested. Believe it or not, you guys are all on the Chargers. I'm actually interested in the other side of that. That line looks shady as fuck, doesn't it? It looks a little too easy there. Falcons +1.5. That almost made my list. So I already have a 1-point victory as the current champion, if I didn't mention that earlier. on the Green Bay Packers yesterday. I am going against the New York Jets. I think we are in full swoon mode. I think there is no turning this ship around.
they gotta
This is done. This line, listen, Seattle favored on the road at the Jets. I'm sure a lot of people, maybe no, Jets are done. Jets quit. Jets don't care. Jets are a disaster. So I'm going to take Seattle minus 1.5 Bill Rupp as my 2-point play.
Gotcha.
And my 3-point play, as Hoffman predicted, will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus 5.5. I think Bryce Young is a complete bag of shit. I think the only reason that he's been playing well is he hasn't been playing well outside of last week. They've been winning, but he hasn't been playing well. I think the Bucs go out and actually stomp the Panthers this week.
So me, D-Rock, and Tommy all have Tampa as our 3. Oh, and Zab. All of us. Wow.
That's why I did him as my 1 because I knew all you fuckers.
All right, that may be scary then.
That is.
That's not a good
Come
thing.
on, baby, let's
That's
go.
not a good thing.
I'm betting it. If all four
No, I'm
of us
betting it
have
too.
it,
Yeah, we're all betting it. But
I'm
I mean,
betting
listen,
that.
I'm
I'm
betting
betting
it
a
too.
lot of money on that.
either we're super sharp or we're fucking retarded.
We'll
'Cause-
I
find
did that last week, and I'm going to continue to do it. My 3-point play, I've been putting 3 units on, 2 units, 1 unit.
I'm
Yeah,
hitting
I mean,
it.
listen,
Good
I'm
money,
insides
bro.
more than everything. So
I
got-
actually had Buffalo on my list until I seen they were going to get like 100 feet of fucking snow Sunday, so
Yeah, they are. They're
Yeah,
I want
I
nothing,
actually-
I
I
want
had
nothing to
Buffalo.
do with it.
I actually had Buffalo's written here with the Texans. I crossed the Texans off because it looks a little trappy. And if Bill's on the Texans, that means it might be
I mean,
bad.
Plow
right?
team
'Cause Bill hates the
Plow
Texans.
team
Yeah.
6 should be heading up to
But
Buffalo.
I think Buffalo goes out and fucking thumps San Fran this week.
Yeah,
I
so
really
do
do.
I.
I don't think San Fran is
I was
good.
going
I've
to
been
pick
telling
them
you guys
too,
this
but I
all
was a little worried about the weather also.
No, the weather is better for Buffalo. It's
Yeah,
worse
I
for San
understand.
Fran.
But anything, if it's that much snow like they're predicting before the game,
I never worry about snow.
Oh, and if
I
I'm
only care
San
about rain.
Francisco, by the way, I was talking to my dad about this yesterday. Not even remotely close to giving Purdy a contract.
No.
I would say, hey Rodgers, come on over here for $5 million, and
Yeah.
we'll fucking stack the roster.
Yeah, there's no
Fuck
way I'm
that, dude.
Ron Purdy.
They're gonna give him $50 million. They're gonna suck.
I almost want to change to Buffalo, but we can't change. But yeah, I love Buffalo this week, minus 6.5. I think that's a good spot. Let's run through that Falcons line. You guys are talking about the Chargers. I'm staying away from it. I may tease up the Falcons in this one, but you don't think that line looks trappy?
they're not.
I know that, Bill. That's why.
Cousins can't move, and the
Listen,
Chargers defense is
guys, you're
eating.
proving my point.
Oh, they're not good against anybody out
You're
of their division.
proving my point. So why's the line 1? That's my point. That the
Because
line
they're
is
coming off of
trappy,
a bye, aren't they?
dude.
No, They lost. last week.
This
Falcons?
team should
They
not
lost
be
to
a
Denver.
1-point underdog.
Remember, I had Denver.
No, the
Yeah.
Falcons didn't lose to Denver. I was at the Denver game. They played the Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, they had a bye.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, this line
That's
this line's
why.
scary,
yeah,
It's
but
not
they're
scary.
bad, bro. They're
I
bad
know.
against anybody who's not in their division.
which is why the line shouldn't be 1. That's a scary line.
We'll see.
I think that's a little bit trappy there. And then I don't know how the Texans don't stomp Jacksonville, but interdivision game on the road, you always got to be careful. What do we like, Zab? What big injuries or things do we have to look out for this weekend?
There's not really a ton of one though. All the late injury news comes out today, tomorrow. So
Who
if you
Downs?
want that stuff, tune into Roundtable tonight if we're having it.
Downs is out.
Downs
Downs
is out. He's
Favorite player.
week to week.
Yeah. What do we think? Think CJ Stroud lights it up this weekend?
Yeah, great matchup versus the Jaguars. You
Sure,
are
man.
getting. It sounds like Trevor Lawrence will be back this week, but Nico Collins should eat against this terrible Jacksonville secondary. I like Nico ladder. There's a lot of wide receivers in good spots this weekend, so I'm probably just going to do small ladders on them. There's one wide receiver I absolutely love this weekend, but we'll
Who is
touch
it?
on
You give it
that.
out. You give it out here.
Mike Evans, man. Mike Evans versus this Panther secondary that's just absolutely terrible. They play cover 3 and single high at one of the highest rates, and Mike Evans is top 5 against both of those. He's averaging 77 yards in his career versus the Panthers. Not only that, but after I saw the line, 55.5 seemed way too low for him. I dug into some beat reporters, and they were saying that he still wants his 1,000-yard season to keep the streak going. They said it's very important to the organization that he gets that streak, and he needs to average about 100 yards per game the rest of the season to hit that, which he has the great matchups down the stretch. Baker is great against zone. This is going to be a great Baker week. The line's too low. I think he goes 110 to 150 yards. I think he eats in this matchup. I think he gets in the box at least once. So, yeah, Mike Evans, favorite play of the weekend. Put it out to the subs. So,
wasn't that Brock Bowers who just caught that pass?
Nobody caught the pass, right?
Oh, dude, ESPN. No, they did. It was a 7-yard gain. ESPN gave it to Michael Mayer at first, and then they moved it. So Brock Bowers, 1 catch, 7 yards.
Let's go.
Yeah, I like a couple quarterbacks throw touchdowns this week. Obviously, I'm going to be going dead after Pickens again. I mean, you just have to do it every week. It's ridiculous. George Pickens, 74.5. I'm like George Pickens' longest reception. It's the best way to do it. We've seen what Cincinnati does, Bill. You talk about it all the time. Cincinnati on the back end, just an absolute sieve through the air. You know Russell Wilson's going to get a 27-yard pass to George Pickens. That's going to happen 100%. So you don't even need to fuck with his prop is up to 75, 76. Like I told you guys at the beginning of the year, you're going to start seeing Pickens at 80+ once we get Fields out of there. We're at 75, so we're almost at that number. Take the over 27 longest reception. The easiest way to do it. Get that. I like C.J. Stroud 2+ passing touchdowns this week versus Jacksonville. You could play that plus 108, or you could just play Nico plus 120 to get in the box because Nico's probably going to get in the box too. I like both of those guys. Baker Mayfield, as you were just saying, Zab, over 1.5 passing touchdowns, minus 118. Like that this weekend in this spot. What do you guys think here? I'll stay out of it because of my Bengals bias. Bengals minus 2.5 to the Steelers. Bill, you have to be all over the Steelers in this game.
Yeah, I like the Steelers.
I thought that was going to be one of your bets.
Yeah, no, I stayed away just because the Bengals could put up some points. But I think Joe Burrow is just I think he's fed up with just having a shitty line and, not winning there, not prepared out of the gate every fucking year. They're like, their first
another terrible coach. Zach Taylor's a horrible coach.
4 games, always shitty, just like the Giants. Giants never win.
That's the number one sign of a bad coach, Bill. If you start slow, it's the number one sign of a bad coach. It means your team wasn't ready, your team wasn't prepped. If you see injuries early in the season, that's the number 2 ways you could tell a bad coach: early injuries and early failures. Right? Because the team wasn't prepped, they weren't trained right, and that's the Bengals every year. And everyone's hurt, and no one wins a game.
I think Burrow is fed up with Chase. I think he's fed up with his bullshit. Wanting a contract after he has 2 years left, not even a year. They're not even fucking honoring up to a year now. They're starting at 2 years. I just think Burrow's fed up with him. Listen. I don't know what that team's going to do, but what do they do? When they don't make the playoffs this year, because they're not, do they just shut it down? Do they retool because they're losing one of the receivers?
I'll tell you this: if the Bengals win this week, they're in the playoffs.
Oh, stop it!
This is a tough game against the Steelers. It's not a good matchup. It's a tough interdivision rivalry. You got a hot team there. Don't let the Bengals win this game because after that, Bill, they have the Cowboys, the Titans, the Browns, and the Broncos.
Well,
so you're literally looking. They're beating the Cowboys, Titans, and Browns. So you're looking at 4 straight victories if they win this one, which puts them at 8-7, heading into another Steelers game to end the season. Who am I missing here? There's one other one. Steelers, Cowboys, Titans. So that would be 5 straight victories, actually, if they beat the Steelers. They're not losing to the Cowboys.
Higgins is gone next year. So that's 1 less receiver that they have. So they're starting out under the gun on that. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. They were supposed to be a Super Bowl team.
Do you think 9-7 gets you in the AFC?
Yeah.
Or what, 9-8?
I
guess it would be 9-8, 17 games now.
I don't see them getting in ahead of Denver. I don't think Denver's going to lose.
Well, here's the thing. So we have Denver is 7-5, right? So
part of that, ahead of them.
Part of that is they play each other, right? So Denver's got the Browns, the Colts, the Chargers, the Bengals, and the Chiefs. So they end the season against the Bengals and the Chiefs.
And the Chiefs might not need anything.
Right, that's going to be the big thing, right? If the Chiefs don't need to fucking do anything for that, you might not be getting a lot of their starters in there. But those are some tough games after the Browns. They got the Browns this week, which isn't that tough. But, at Chargers, at Bengals, and then Chiefs to end the season.
Well, I mean, that's
it's
8
gonna be-
wins after this week.
Okay, well, that's what we're saying. You need to get to 10 to be sure you're in, right? Right now, they're in at 7-5, and the Colts are 5-7. So I think it's going to be between the Broncos and the Bengals. I think that's that final spot. Broncos,
I
Bengals.
think Denver gets in, bro.
Yeah, so I think the Bengals get in. I'm going to give you my favorite fucking nuke of the week. Who do you think goes absolutely fucking maniacal this week? So, Zab, you're on Evans. Right?
I'm on like 5 wide receivers this week.
I'm going to give you my nuke of the week, which goes dead into the system, which Zab and D-Rock know. Player failed horribly the week before, comes back, goes home. Justin Jefferson probably goes for $150 this week and absolutely maniacally nukes the Arizona Cardinals. He may have 100 yards and a half this week. And everyone's going to be afraid to play him because he had fucking one weird aberration game last week. So
that might get ugly too. Flores might just dismantle Murray.
Yeah, he's gonna. Murray sucks.
Yeah.
That whole Ruppian team is fucking trash. Fuck
I
that.
think Harrison's lined up for a good game in that matchup.
Is that Kelsey? Go! Run!
Minnesota cannot stop wide receiver ones on the other team.
I think that game could shoot. Yeah, it could shoot.
This is lining up for a Harrison Jr. game, even a Trey McBride game again. But Harrison Jr., 60 yards, easy. I think he can get that in 2 plays. So they're going to have to throw to keep up with Minnesota, especially if you think Jefferson goes off. 150, no touchdowns, a typical Jefferson line.
Yeah, typical Jefferson, 147-0.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Cortland Sutton has another monster game. I think they're pairing up awesome together. He's had 8 and 7 receptions every fucking week. I'm on his long again, 22 or 23 and a half. I think he goes for 8 or 9 for 100 easily. I love Cortland Sutton this week.
I like that.
They're gelling awesome together as the season went on. You can even see how he started out: 4 for 38, 1 for 26, 7 for 68, and then 2 for 32, and then the last 5 games: 100, 122, 70, 78, and 97. I think he goes off again. I love Cortland Sutton this week.
Let me ask you a question here, Bill. Back to that Cincinnati situation. Do you agree, though, that if the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Steelers this week, which, listen, I'm worried about, Cowboys, Titans, Browns are 3 straight wins, right?
Maybe. Tell me,
what do you think? What do you think? Do you think they beat those 3 if they win this week?
They should. They should.
So they're 8-7 at that point, going against the Broncos, and I think that's a win-and-in situation right there. I think they get to 9-7. I think 9 win gets you in the AFC. I also think the Chargers could fall out, right? But if you're a Bengals fan like I am, you really need the Bills to keep winning, and that seems like they don't correlate. But you need the Bills to keep winning to keep pressure on Kansas City so that they don't fucking mail it in the last game against them.
I think Harbaugh is unleashed, something in Herbert. He's got 1 pick this year, and if you look at his stats, he was 38 and 15 for 5,000 yards his second year. His yards and his touchdowns have gone way down, and they're winning now.
Well, they're run first. Yeah,
so I like that team. I think
I honestly don't.
great.
I don't really like the Chargers as much
Herbert
as everyone else
doesn't
does,
turn
but
he doesn't turn the
I
ball.
mean, Kelsey's getting peppered. Keep
I'm
peppering.
telling you, how to win a game is not to turn the ball over, and they don't turn the ball over at all.
Denver wins too. Denver doesn't turn the ball over either.
Yeah. Let's go to hockey real quick. We're good on NFL there. D-Rock, you got any hockey plays available? I'm going to go give a couple.
You already
of
gave
mine.
them out. I already gave them out.
I was out when I was out smoking.
Yeah, I already gave them out.
Let me give out mine.
Oh, he went out to smoke. I thought he was putting in his place.
If you want the evening plays, you got to sign up.
Let me stop everyone. Does anyone remember when I was on here and just said, when I put out my plays, I like to sit down and smoke my cigarette while I put them in? So do you see how he lies about me? I literally said on the show, I'm going to smoke and put. I said I was sitting down smoking, putting my plays in. He lies about me all the time.
Middle of the show. Great.
Yes, but I admitted it. Kelsey, go. 24-yard pass for Kelsey.
Let's go.
Let's go. Nuke, motherfucker. Nuke.
Hey, if you were in chat, I put out caps. Caps team total over Caps team total over half a goal in the first period. Cash it again. That's 13 straight games in a row we've cashed that. So
Yeah.
Oh, one thing we have to look at. Have you seen D-Rock and Zab? Calgary? Have you seen the streak that they have going right now? Let me make sure that that's not over.
For what?
This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. They're live right now against the Blue Jackets. What's the score?
I took Jackets.
We have the Blue Jackets, right? All right. Calgary is 12-7. Okay? They're 12-7. They're a very good team. We bet on them a lot. We fucking won a lot of money off Calgary this year. 12-7. They have not scored 4 goals in regulation since the 3rd game of the season. Do you believe that? Every game has been 3 goals or less.
3 goals or
For
less.
the Calgary Flames since the beginning of the season. I was watching the game the other day. Now, they do have 4 goals in a couple, but those were overtime games. They literally have, and they're 12-7. I don't know how the fuck that's the situation. So we need to start looking at some Calgary unders going forward. Mahomes deep. Nope. That looks like it might be a penalty.
Especially if they're keeping their unders at 3.5, because almost every NHL team is a 3.5 team total.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's
and Carolina's the opposite. Carolina's hammering that every fucking game, but now they're over 3.5 is juice like crazy every night because they hardly ever score less than 4 goals.
Yeah, it looks like right now we're about. Is this Flyers game over? The Rangers game?
Probably Rangers are a
Goal
mess.
Flyers. Let's go. Cash it. Cash it.
Rangers
First
are a
play of the
mess.
day
We're
for
even talking
Tommy
about
G.
trading people off now.
Yeah, first play of the day in hockey. Flyers plus 130. Cash that. Already got a winner. Other games I have the Blue Jackets minus 107. I think they're winning 1-0, right, against Calgary.
yeah, 1-0 Blue Jackets.
Yeah,
All right, so the Blue Jackets are up, so you can't get in on that yet unless it's tied. So already won the Flyers. For the subs, I had the Blue Jackets, who are up 1-0. Sabres, you can still get in on. I have the Sabres minus
tied.
104. They're tied 0-0. And then I have the Sharks at 330. Sharks plus 132. I don't know if that game didn't start yet, did it?
So I got right now. I put out a unit on Carolina 60-minute. If Carolina is down a goal going into the 3rd period, I'm gonna hit them live. They're gonna be plus money. These guys have been down so much in the 3rd period, and still, I mean, if you want to hit for regulation, you can. There's been multiple times where they've been down a goal going in 3rd, and they've scored 2 or 3 goals in the 3rd period to win it in regulation.
Right,
All
3rd
right.
and mile.
All right, and then I have 2 more plays for tonight. I'll just give you all of them. We're the best hockey betting site in America. It's not even close. It's fucking insane. Tonight I have the Pittsburgh Penguins plus 145, and I have the Winnipeg Jets minus 115. So I did the math. The average line on my hockey bets is actually 127 plus 127 is the average line on these bets. So I have Pittsburgh plus 145. Winnipeg Jets minus 115.
Another fucking field goal.
And that's it. Yeah, they're not gonna. It's the Chiefs on prime time. They're gonna make sure they don't score.
Are they fun?
So that's it for that. Anything else here? We got anything else, Bill?
No.
Done. All right.
My
let's go
favorite
watch some
NFL
football.
bet of the week is Bills Bucks.
Bills Bucks parlay.
Yeah, minus 112.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. I think Bills money line is going to be in like all my parlays this week. So that line's probably going to get up over 7. So if you're looking to take it at 6.5 right now, make sure to get in on it before it jumps.
CMC is going to eat in that matchup. Bills
I
give
do
up
think-
a
I
ton.
do think
of-
CMC has a big game. Yeah.
I'll be at
They
the
give up-
Eagles Ravens game.
Where are you going to be at?
Eagles Ravens.
Hoffman's in a different game every weekend. What a life Hoffman has. What a life. He's the best.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Hoffman's
just,
we got to put a GoPro on Hoffman, Bill. We got to get Hoffman like, drinking and doing drugs again. Like
the
the
girl
old
next to
Hoffman.
me at the Duke game, she's like, "Are you by yourself?" I was like, "Oh yeah." She was like, she was like,
Oh yeah.
she was like, "Really?" I'm like, she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "New Jersey." I was at UFC last weekend.
I never go anywhere by
She
myself.
was like,
Yeah.
she was
me
like,
and Hoffman both like going by ourselves. That's why I like going places with Hoffman, because we could separate and no one's worried, and then we find our
I
way
don't
back
give
to
a
each
fuck.
other. I love being by
Anywhere with
myself.
you alone.
I
I love
being
being by myself, dude.
Yeah,
My mate.
love it.
I
love
hate it.
Bill gets scared. He's gonna get
Yeah,
hostile.
bro, no.
Literally, you lose Bill in a stadium for like 5 minutes. He starts blowing your phone up.
Yeah, I get.
Like, where is everyone? Where are you?
I don't like to be alone.
Me and Hoffman wander in the Bronx by ourselves,
Not me.
fucking out of our minds. Yeah,
Not me.
Blue
I'll be
Jackets,
home by
bro.
myself, but I don't like being at the game by myself.
we're not even gonna be doing that soon. All right, Zab, final words.
Mike Evans is gonna eat. I'm on vacation, so I won't be here on Monday. So
All right, you would deserve it, my friend. All
No,
right,
he
Bill Rupp.
doesn't.
Bill Rupp.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Bill doesn't like what anyone else does.
Bill, who doesn't deserve a vacation.
Don't go anywhere by yourself, guys.
D-Rock, final words.
Final words.
Sayonara, Matt Iberfuck. Enjoy the Busch Light.
Yeah, fucking made Everflus. See you later, you fucking loser. Hoffman, final words.
Let it breathe.
There it is. Let it breathe. For Zab, Bill, D-Rock, and Hoffman. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. We are thankful for all of you guys tuning in consistently, except for a few of you in the chat who I fucking hate because you're assholes. But the rest of you are fucking awesome, and we're thankful for you. Get over to FordDeep.com. Black Friday deal, $299 for the next 5 months. That takes you into the full first month of MLB. You're getting all the NFL playoffs, all college basketball, all the bowl games, everything, and the first month of MLB. So get in there now, $299 for 5 months. That will be disappearing probably on Monday, to be honest. But get in there now because we got a ton of bets that we're going to be giving out all weekend, live shows. Everyone's in a festive holiday spirit. So we'll probably be drinking live in the Discord and having some fun this weekend with all these awesome games that are going to be taking place. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go!